Welcome back to Views with User Jennifer News. This is Jerome Houston. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel and also click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. All right, so let's go and get right into it. House of Dragon, the ratings fall far below expectations for season 1. This is coming from Bound Into Comics. I let y'all know before I don't have any interest in the show as much as I don't have interest in Rings of Power, but apparently this show is still being compared to Rings of Power. We got people who are watching it who enjoy it but say it's better than, saying it's not that good, but it's better than Rings of Power. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this right quick. Now, they stated that they compared it with House of Dragon to Game of Thrones, and they stated that Game of Thrones performed well, much better up until season 8 and everything, or at least season 5. But then here in this show, they state that, you know, the Game of House of Dragon's been struggling to find its narrative footing throughout the course of the first 5 episodes. Okay, so it might be large because of the fact that they're having trouble attracting viewers and everything, whether it be new viewers or even the viewers who used to watch Game of Thrones and were disappointed by it. Okay, so one article from TV series finale analyzed the viewership data. Okay, so that data showed that, you know, it debuted with over 2.1 million viewers, which might sound like a lot, but it's far from, you know, what Game of Thrones used to do. Okay, so that show debuted with like a similar number, like over 2.2 million viewers, if you will. And then it's like gained a further 10 million viewers over the course of its run. Okay, so for the many seasons it's been on the air. I say many because a lot of people didn't like the 8th season. All right, so House of Dragon is running in the opposite direction. Actually, this is crazy, but not surprising. So let's look at this chart right here. It says here that it debuted on August 21st. The first 5 episodes of it going on to 9 on September 18th. Okay, started off with over 2.1 million viewers, and wow, it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster. It took a tremendous drop for episode 3. Okay, so the demographics for people like 18 to 49 years old, you know, and with them it started off as a high number, then it went low with the 3rd episode, and then started going up a little bit with different people within that demographic range between 18 and 49-year-olds. But if you look over here, the viewers and everything is, you know, it took a dip and it's hovering over like starting to make a little bit of an increase. Okay, so with that said, you know, it says saw noticeable drop in viewership ratings with the 3rd episode of the season itself, where over like 2.70% of the change in the out of the millions of viewership changed in like watching the series less. Excuse me. But it's like I stated, it started taking a bit of an increase, but just by a small percentage. All right, so it might be 2 theories, whether it be like the bad taste that season 8 left in people's mouth, or it could be the fact that, you know, Game of Thrones, the fever for Game of Thrones has died down. All right, since 2019, with many feeling the story's been wrapped up. And also like the adaptation, like the source material and everything to create the prequel series was been a noble one, but many fans already pointed out that all roads lead to Bran the Broken. So this isn't really working in HBO's favor, if you ask me. And it says here in the article as well, could have been avoided if the showrunners threw a tremendous amount of money and resources at the first half of the season. Okay, but it's like they're trying, in order to create a more compelling narrative, House of Dragon shuffled its way through the first 5 episodes, gambling a bit much needed steam only in the 5th episode. Okay, so also many fans want to read George Martin's novel, only realized that the showrunners ran out of material. So in other words, it took the things that's out of there and then threw like a bunch of extra stuff in there. You can possibly including things related to the race swap characters. Okay. So another thing this article points out is that George Martin is still dragging his feet with the his newest novel that he promised to the fans, his supporters, so on and so forth. People are wondering what in the world he been doing all this time. He should have been had the novel. Matter of fact, he could probably have the sequel to that novel by now. Okay, so started out as a groundbreaking piece of pop culture, but then slumped into started slumping more, where people start to see it. And then House of Dragon, they say it's not a terrible show. It's better than She-Hulk, better than Rings of Power, but at the same time, it's nothing compared to Game of Thrones. Okay, so everyone see it as a massive letdown. Okay, and everyone, including possibly even George Martin, lost faith in the property. And when that occurs, the audience follows suit. All right, so it's like a lot of people are becoming more doubtful of this show as it goes on. The ratings of House of Dragon are just unstable, as it says in this article as well. And they're seeing that the numbers and viewership are starting to make a tumble after the original, and it's lower than the original season of Game of Thrones. So people have different reasons to not take interest in the show. They tuned out of the whole Game of Thrones franchise, including this one, based on what happened in season 8, or possibly even seasons 4 through 8. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this whole thing. What do you think? Do you think that this is going to gain steam once more one day, or is it just going to continue on longest path towards eventual cancellation? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and also let me know anywhere I went wrong in the video in the comments below. And if you enjoy what I share, please smash that like button, and also share this video to everyone on social media. If you haven't done so, if you enjoy all the content I put out there, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.